I'll show you how I prep my chicken. Again, I don't like to have my meat cooked ahead of time too long, so I'll always cook on the day. I'm just butterflying this chicken now, so just making it as evenly thick as I can, and all that looks like is opening up the breast and cutting it fairly even. It's not perfect, but in the air fryer it's going to cook pretty round anyway. So I've got my breast with the tender here on the side. Just going to cut down that tender a little bit just to open it up. Then what I do is I get the flat side of the knife on top of the tender and I start to mow into that breast, open it up, and then I begin just pulling it and slicing, pulling and slicing, and that gets it pretty even thickness. So I'll do that a couple more times, take the moisture pack out. This one has got 5 breasts. What I do next is I'm making a buttermilk wash, and that's just gonna, one, help the chicken start to cook with the acidity of the wash, but also begin to flavor it. So not only is it gonna taste delicious and stay moist, but it's also gonna be semi-cooked. I'm gonna wash my hands because it's raw chicken. I don't wanna touch that on anything else. The ingredients that I've got here is milk, salt, lemon juice, garlic powder, and Cajun. So what I start by doing, and again I don't measure much, I just eyeball it. So I put a very decent helping of Cajun over the top of the chicken. I add all my dry spices first, garlic powder. It smells very fragrant, not that you can get any of that, but then I go the salt. From here, I'm gonna add the milk. Again, I don't measure much, but in terms of milk to lemon juice ratio, it's sort of like for every cup of milk, we might do, roughly going to estimate that's about 500 ml. So probably use the rest of this lemon juice because there's not much left. Then all I do, so just sort of mix that around a little bit just so the chicken's evenly covered, as well as mixing in that lemon juice, that Cajun, garlic and the salt. The reality is this is going to be able to sit in the fridge for 2 to 3 days, so I don't need to mix it completely because it's mixing the whole time through osmosis anyhow. And then I'll cover that up, put it in the fridge, and then as I need it, pull it out, cook it in the air fryer, done.